Hello, everybody. I'm live. I hope everybody's been well. I and got one that I liked. So I hope everybody has been staying nice, safe during this holiday season. Still not the exact, but this is what happens when we get new stuff in and everything else comes in. But I also got these. I bought these at a lightning deal. Now I bought the 81 set because that was the deal. This is an 80 set of Cali Art Markers. I got them at a good price. I got them at, I think it came up to about $25.49 after shipping and tax. Even though I'm at Amazon Prime, some things they do charge you a little bit more now for. So these are what the new ones look like. These are the new Cali Arts. So you see they've changed the model of what these look like. They used to look like this. This is what the original set looked like. This is from my original set. This is one of the last ones that I have of the Cali Art. So just telling you guys, that's what the original, and this is what they look like. So you get the broad. And so you can see they're more pronounced than they were before. Here's the broad, and here's the fine. So when you look at the broad, look at how nice and the broad is. And then you get the fine. I was actually looking for another set of my 168, and they don't sell. They've stopped selling these now, but they sell them in smaller sets. So because I've already run out of some reds, and I've already run out of some skin tones in my other set of markers. So yes, Kim, do you know what this is? Does Kim know what these are? Hey, Kim, look. Cali Art Markers, a set of 80. I got them on a lightning deal for like about 25. They came up to about $25.50 after the shipping and tax. So yeah, even though I'm Prime, they've started charging shipping on certain items for whatever reason. Today we will be coloring. Thank you for that, Andrea. Today we got Whimsy Girls Celebrate the Holiday. Now these were what the original Cali Art Markers look like. This is what the new ones look like. So just so you guys see it. So, and today we're coloring Henalyn. You can tell I got a new tripod, so it's not exactly set up like the old one was. Gotta learn how to read. So today we will, because the new year is coming in, we have decided that I shall be doing this one today. We are coloring the New Year's Eve girl. I think it's I still got to learn how to lock the new tripod because it's exactly the same as the old one. It's just, when you get a new one, you got to kind of air it out a little bit. So we'll use the old ones and we might use some of the new ones. Oh, okay. I put that in my list of things to get, Robin. So thank you for that, actually. I put it in my list. So, but I wanted a tripod right away, so I went to Best Buy to get one. It was a little more pricey than I would like. 95 burnt orange. This is the New Year's Eve. Now, there's a more complicated version, which is the page behind this. In this book, there's a simplified, a more detailed version, and then they have a simplified one. I tend to like this more simple pictures. Not to say that the more detailed pages are nice, but sometimes you want something, simple. So we are doing well, Danielle. How are you? I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy. I had some allergies. People just, of course, my allergies had to kick in today, like mega hard. We are coloring from the new Hannah Lynn book, Whimsy Girls Celebrate the Holidays and Other Festive Occasions. I did put a link down below. Oh, yeah. Dreamer Designs has some beautiful paintings, Robin. I really do like their paintings. I just don't, I'm not crazy about the price tag. So, also, guys, be patient with your mail because sometimes your mail will take a long time to get here, but it does come eventually. Me and my mother have been cooking, and my brother got me and he got my mother really, and me because by extension he gets the gift for me too. There's three things: these meat pies, these potato balls, which have meat in them, and they taste a little bit like a knish, only with meat in it. And then he got us these guava things. So we've had the meat pies, we've had the guava, and we've had the potato balls, and they're really good. The potato balls are a nice touch. I also got up really late today. I didn't intend to, but I guess we got busy. I guess me and my mother needed extra sleep today. I'm also thinking about participating in the tag because I know some people tagged me in it. 10 books I would like to finish in the new year. But really, I don't know what I'm going to finish because I don't like those kinds of tags because then I feel like I'm kind of committed to those 10 books to try and finish them. I know 2 books I would like to finish, most definitely, but the other 8, I'm not so sure. Didn't you see we got that? What color should her dress be? Start thinking about the color of her dress. Because she's celebrating New Year's. And this is burnt orange. Now you would think that this would be an orange color, but it's actually a brown color. Which is a really weird thing for it to be like that. I could see it being, hi, Cindy. We are coloring from, this has been a really weird year, 2020. I'm hoping in 2021 things get better. Dark blue for her dress. Okay, we could do dark blue. I don't know if I have silver glitter. We could do that. We could do her dress glitter. Hey, I got an idea, guys. Someone said dark blue, but then someone said silver glitter. What if we did something interesting? Hold on, let me get my glitter gel pen. What if we did to her? Let me do her eyes too. walnut. Someone said they wanted dark blue. Should we use our new markers? I've been using a lot of my dark colors. I don't think I have a dark blue in this. Oh, yes, I do. Dark blue, B116. You'll understand what I'm doing in a second here. Glitter crystal. Someone said they wanted silver glitter, and then someone said they wanted dark blue. So I'm thinking dark blue with some silver glitter highlights. Now, I've not done this before. But markers and glitter like this before, so. Cobalt blue number 71. I was going to use this, but what is this color? Ultramarine. That's too dark of a color. So cobalt blue. So you see what I did? It was I put some of the glitter in the dress so that the way it pops a little bit more. So what you do is with the dress. Well, no one said you couldn't get creative with how you do a dress. It's good to try new things because I've not done this before with a dress. Thank you, Danielle. I like brunettes, but I don't see enough. We don't have enough brunettes. who likes to dress like this? So they would have preferred it in one color. I actually like doing the dress like this because it looks like it has ribs. Even if I want to put more glitter in, I can put more glitter in. I know, right? It came really fast. I was surprised it came fast. I've already started coloring in it. I started one page in it. Why are you going to be packing, Cindy? Are you moving in January? Oh, okay. So Pentel Sparkle Pop. Oh, that is this is Cobalt Blue from the Touch Mica set. They are not selling this right now on Amazon. I think they ran out of copies for whatever reason. Ran out of stock. So that comes from my 168 set, Carol. I mean, T-Mac. Why did they call you Kayla? You know what I'm thinking? Because I was watching, what's her channel? Coloring for Anxiety's channel a little while ago. So that's why I probably think that way. Scarlet. This is when you know a marker is dead. Of course, always during a live. Never fails. See, and we put some glitter in it to give it some definition of color. I like this because it celebrates the, occasions like New Year's, Christmas, Halloween, Hanukkah. Yes, there's a Hanukkah one in here. Like there's even a thing to celebrate football and the Super Bowl. But some people find that they like that, so. Cerulean blue. Green. Sparkle Pop again. So what are you guys looking forward into the new year? I'm looking probably for the end of this virus. Hopefully we can get rid of this virus. Scarlet. After this, it'll probably be done. I'm shaking it to get the most out of it. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting back to work. Pale cream. You know, I think we all want to get back to our jobs. It's been one of those years where you're like, you scratch your head at how the year began, and then it's like all of a sudden, like 9 months later, this thing is still around like a monster. Ice blue. Okay, that one is dead. So we'll just use another blue. We have plenty of blues. Indian blue. I think we would all like to have less stress, Robin. Oh, that's in a pen. Ivory. And the eyes. Yes, having an ivory pencil is very important. E53 raw silk. This is a Copic. I like this for skin. Sorry guys, I like my Copics for skin out of everything I own. The Copics from for the skin is the thing that I prefer. Just because they have a greater set and I can always refill them. And you don't always have to stick to one brand or one set of pencils to get a picture done. I use many different sets, as you can see here. I thought it would be nice to do a New Year's picture, something that, you know, we can look forward to a new year with new possibilities. Hopefully, maybe we won't stay at home as much. Maybe life can go back to somewhat of a normal year. Yes, I did get that book. I've already done a picture. I haven't posted it yet, but I will. Probably tomorrow. I did get that book. I didn't get the dessert book, but I did get the goddesses one. I like the pictures in it. Even if they are a little more the complicated side, I still like them. Who here saw the new Grazia Salvo? We got to look forward to the positive, Robin. silver glitter crystal. I'm thinking maybe a black sky, a red sky. Well, I was thinking a red sky, but we can't do a red because it will clash with this. So I'm thinking a black or purple one. Then we got to color these buildings. Hence, I'm going to need my white pencil again. That is actually what we call raw silk. This is from a Copic. This is E53. That's a Copic color. T-Mac, so it's raw silk. The reason why I like the Copic skin tones better than I like the other skin tones is because I can get the refills for these. When I use them, they come out much smoother. So they are worth the price, in my opinion. If you buy one set of Copics, guys, I would recommend the skin tones. Whether they be the Copic Sketch. The Copic Sketch skin tones actually have the best skin tones, but this one wasn't part of the Copic Sketch one. But this is a color that I highly recommend if you buy anything that isn't in the skin tone set. E53 Raw Silk is one of my favorite skin tone markers. I use it as skin tone. Some people do not. A lot of the earth tones you can use for skin tones in the Copic marker set. Hold on, let me show you the skin tones. Here is a hex chart for the. Here's my hex chart. This is everything I own for the thing, not the second one, which is the grays and the blacks. So here is a list of. Here is some of the earth tones, which is over here. You see a lot of earth tones here, and you see how well they work with the skin tones here. Like here, here, here. This whole area here. This is all the skin tones that you can get, so you have an idea of what they kind of look like. So I just want you guys to see that. Burnt orange. I particularly like this ivory. I think it is going to be a black sky. Just so you kind of get an understanding that earth tones are really good. The reason why I like the Copic Sketch earth tones in the Copic markers is only because you can use them for skin tones too. You can use them for nature scenes. You can also use them for buildings and things like that. So they work really well for that. There's my black. Any black will do, but I particularly use this black, which is the Touch Mica black. Then we'll worry about what color we do the buildings. Now, some people say, well, you should have done your girl last. I always say I do my human first. Oh, this black is really smelly. When markers smell, that means they've never been used, which means I haven't used my black marker in ever in this set. I think I've used it maybe once or twice for little things that aren't coloring related. Yeah, I use my black marker on my comic book dividers. I have these dividers which divide my comic books up. Yes, I collect comic books too, so. And I do actually read what I collect. So, I use the black marker on the dividers. I write titles on them, and that's how I keep the collection organized. When I was getting my tripod, I wanted to go to the art store where there's a Best Buy. And unfortunately, the art store was not open. The Blix was not open. They closed on Saturday and Sundays at that location. So I was a little disappointed, but what are you going to do? You can't win them all. So you see the black makes it pop. When I sometimes buy new Copics, I also look at what other people are using in their things. And see what colors that they're going to use in theirs. And sometimes I see a color I like, and then I'll add it to the list of things I want. And I also, when I buy new Copic color, I try to see if I can get a refill of it too. Look at how pretty the black looks on that. I just like black. I know there's some people who use it as a to black out things that they don't want to color. And now we can start doing the buildings. Pastel violet. Prune, BVO2. But the thing that I like about the brush tips is that I can get it in, like if you do a brush tip marker like this, they get into tinier areas. Some people say no, that they don't have an easy time with them. But I like the brush tips too. I feel sometimes like I can cover more area with them quicker. Then we get the colors. You know, one thing I always liked every year was always seeing the lights change on the Empire State Building. Hi, Michelle. How are you? We are coloring from Whimsy Girls Celebrate the Holidays and Festive Occasions. I'm good. We got a new tripod, so hopefully. No, and someone asked me, how do you get smooth skin tone with markers? Well, there's two ways. One is just practice and go quickly with it and use your big tip. The other way is you go around in circles to get the smooth tip. So deep red, the new Cali Arts R317. Yes, Miss. These are my new Cali Arts. Oh, these are different than the ones that they had before. That they're thinner. Tip is thinner. That's new. Look, guys, you see this tip? This is the old Cali marker tip. The tip is different. See, the tip was different. See, buildings can be fun, but this is the reason why I picked the simpler picture to do today. The other picture has more stuff in it. You know, I also say that we should be thankful for what we have. We have our health, our loved ones, a roof over our head, food to eat, and good conversation. This might be one of the books I might want to finish in 2021, just because I like all the pictures in it. See, that's how you can do it in a round circle. Look what I just did. To do less streaks. Well, you go fast and you just don't stop when you're coloring with markers to create smoother lines. Also, remember, when you're using markers, the paper does matter. A lot of us use markers in the Create Space books because, you know, sometimes the pencils get eaten when you use them in that. Like if I'm using, like, if I'm coloring in something like a Johanna Basford, then it's not as big a deal. I think blue. Turquoise blue. This is the turquoise blue. I'm probably doing the buildings multicolored because I just want to do them multicolored. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I wasn't feeling very well either earlier today. You know, my sinuses went like haywire today, so. I was waiting on things to come, but they didn't come, so. Hopefully, I get the new Color in Heaven magazine. Did anybody see who the artist is for the new Color in Heaven magazine? I saw the images and I'm like, I'm not talking about the chibi ones, the Sarah Richter one, the normal issue. Yeah, they came up with the chibi special Color in Heaven did. Green. This is deep green. You know, New Year's is a time to be happy, to get a new start. So does anybody have resolutions or goals they want to do? Books they want to finish? Try new methodology, maybe? But you know what? Some people like creepy. Like, a lot of people either love the Gothic Alchemy one or they didn't like the Gothic Alchemy one. Some people said that they found the line work too hard to do in the Gothic Alchemy one. But that's her style of art, Robin, you know. That Sarah Richter one, I really like that. The pictures that are in that one. Which is the new book, new Color in Heaven issue. You know, not every style of art is for everybody, but doesn't mean it's any less valid. And usually my skin doesn't turn out this perfect. So exactly, that book is so pretty. Like I like that work. And you know, I think it's one thing I like about the Color in Heaven is it exposes you to a lot of artists you would have never known about otherwise. Orange. I see yellow. cherry red, cherry pink, light violet. No, right? And I know it always seems like the people who live in England get that book faster than us, Robin. Cosmos, isn't it? And this is the simplified one, Robin. This isn't even the more detailed version of it. I'll show you the other one when we're done with the picture. What the more detailed one had in it. I like the simplicity of some of these images. Wait a minute, I missed something. Orange. Well, while I get another pen. And this is Glitter Iris, which I'm doing the I thought I wanted something like not Christmassy, but something to celebrate the upcoming new year, you know, where we can all do new beginnings and things like that. No, sometimes I like nature scenes. Sometimes I like doing I like gel pens because they add a little bit of pizzazz to your picture. It always takes a month, you know, like the color and having magazines are just really nice. But after we do the finished pages, then I will think about the 10 books that I want to complete. But I won't do that until January because I got to think about what I really want to complete in the new year. I know that I'm only one picture away from finishing the Fairy Portraits book. I did finish the Deborah Mueller book again, the Mermaids, Queens of the Sea, the hair book. I did finish that one. I'm really happy about that. So I finished a few books this year. Now, the thing about some of those tags is that they're meant to be fun. And some of us just don't do them because, A, we don't have time, or we're like, no, you got to sit down and think about Like in the case of the 10 books, you know, that's going to be hard to figure out what I want to finish. Thank you, Michelle. This was done with several markers. We did this with Copics Touch Markers, a Cali Art, some Colored gel pens, and a Pentel Sparkle Pop. So you see, we did a picture, and this is the simplified one, Michelle. This isn't the so I'm going to just take this book here. And this is the book that we colored from. But I'm going to show you the more complicated one just now. This is the more complicated one. This is what the more complicated one would have looked like. Remember, we have a new tripod, so it takes adjustment to do that. So one of my markers is, one of my gel pens is around here somewhere, and I pretty much think I know where it went, So this is what the more complicated one would have been looked like. So, oh, thank you, Miss May. I had a nice Christmas. So this is the picture that we just finished. So do you guys want another one? See, this is the complicated one. That's the simple one. And how can you always tell that your picture is nice and juicy? This is how you know a juicy marker. Some of you may have seen this on my Instagram, but I did this one. Some of you may have seen this one, so I did that one. You guys want me to do another one or no? Because our Miss May has come in. So that was that one. I have another book. Okay, what do we want to color from? Rose windows, Chibi Christmas, Kawaii Christmas. As you can see, I've done quite a few pictures in this month. I think, what have I done this month? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures in this book. Done quite a few in this month. We got one for Rose, one for... I'm doing Rose in order, you know that, right? Oh, this is the last one. You guys haven't even seen this one yet on Instagram. The challenge was to pick colors that you try and pick every color without repeating it. That was the goal of that one. That one I like. Everybody wants rose windows. Okay. Pale cream. These two will be put in the, those got used up last stream. The idea is not to repeat any colors. Pastel violet, unless I want to repeat colors. Orange vermilion. We switch books. You know, also I forgot to tell you guys this, but Hannah Lynn sells artist versions of her books on her website. Now, if you buy the artist version, they are going to be a lot more money. Here's the advantage of doing that, though. If you do that, though, they are a lot more money because they are, number one, spiral bound. Number two, they are going to be on better paper. They do take a little longer to get to you, but they're printed on much better paper. So just keep that in mind when you buying things. Pentel Sparkle Pop. I like glitter. Turquoise blue. This, I think, may be my favorite Creative Haven book. I think this may be one of the books I might actually complete in 2021 because I seem to be, I seem to color from it in excessively a lot. That's vermilion. So it's like an orangey red. I like the way the colors pop in this book. For whatever reason, like when you do patterns in here, they come up very, very vivid. And I think it might be because of the grayscale in it. How many of you ever have found a book that you really, really like and you just color excessively in the book because you like all the pictures? And I have not seen Bridgerton yet because I started the Cobra Kai, so. I'm looking forward to Sabrina is supposed to be coming on. I think it actually is either today or tomorrow it starts. I have to go onto Netflix and see if that actually started, so. This is Spectrum Green. Sometimes I look in the back to see how the marker is progressing. Well, a funny thing happened because I was changing my Copic ink refill on the fairy, and you guys saw it. If you went to my Instagram page, you saw two little dots on the bottom of that page. That's because I was refilling one of my markers and it popped. Unfortunately, so that sometimes happens. So that's what happens when you're not careful with your markers. See, the green is light on this. See, it's coming out really light on the camera. It's actually darker. I'm hoping that Sabrina's back. I really have enjoyed that. You know, I normally don't like remakes of TV series, but when they did the new Sabrina series on Netflix, I'm like, okay, this is how you do a remake. You make it very different and you go a different direction. Like with the first Sabrina was sitcom, this is more like horror based. I'm good, Keely. Got a tripod, so I was fairly happy. Yeah, I took a mini vacay, as someone said. What happened was I was supposed to go on one day, and I was setting it up, and I don't know what I did with the legs or whatever I did, but when I went to turn the tripod, crack. I don't like the Charm remake at all. I watched one episode of that, and that was the first episode of the series. I absolutely 100% hated the remake. Those girls don't even look old enough to be the characters that they're portraying. cherry pink. They're doing a reboot of Saved by the Bell. I saw the first episode. I actually liked it because they're doing it in a different way. It's not technically a reboot of the thing. It's more like it's a next generation thing. So I do like that they included some of the original cast. Not all of the original cast, but there's only 2 people missing from the remake. And I think the actor that played Mr. Belden is no longer there. Is no longer alive. I'm not sure. And then Dustin Diamond, I don't know if they reached out to him or what was the story because he's not part of the remake. And I don't even know if he was asked to be part of the remake, but I know that some people feel very insulted that he wasn't asked to be part of the new part. I saw 1 episode of it. But basically, if you have Peacock, the streaming service from NBC, you can watch it, the first episode for free, but then they put everything else behind a paywall. Yeah, the streaming service is free, but only certain things are free because then you have to, if you want to watch anything more in some of the shows, they put it behind a paywall, which makes me angry. That's okay, Kay. I'm sure everybody realized that you were just trying to be polite to the host. It's okay. We all know that. You don't mean any offense. Moderators, watch out for trolls because they were on some people's streams earlier today, so even when there are trolls out on YouTube. We want to whack some trolls. Whacking the trolls is important. And do not, guys, if a troll comes in, please do not say anything to the troll. Let the mods handle it, really. Always. Always. Always my mother's phone rings when we're streaming. See? That's pretty. See, that green is so light that it has to go into Indian blue. Thank you. I have a common voice. That's not what my mother says, that I have a common voice. You know who has a common voice is Kate. I love listening to Kate. I missed her stream earlier, so I was like, I'm gonna go on. Gonna go on. But I must eat. What's the other thing? Fluorescent Pink 126. So sometimes when you look on camera, they look actually different. Like if I'm doing I notice when I'm doing dots, spirals, and lines that they look totally different in the camera. Like I can't really see it when I'm in the picture, but when I look through a camera, I can see it so much better. It's coming out really nice. I like the detail. Let me take a little sip of my iced tea. Wasn't The Mandalorian so good? I never expected that ending. See, you and my mother binge watched it. I had to wait every single. Well, I shouldn't say that because I binge watched season 1, and then when season 2 came, I watched it every single week. So you guys got the benefit of having to, wait patiently. Hi, Shalene. We were coloring in Whimsy Girls. Now we're coloring out of Rose Windows. We finished the picture in Whimsy Girls Celebrate That Holiday. So now we're coloring in Rose Windows. Mad Libs is always funny when Shalene does it. I think I have my Mad Libs over there. Maybe next time we'll do some Mad Libs. And for those of you who are wondering, in the time when I wasn't filming, I actually did. I'm 90% done with my Santa. I only have a little left to do of Santa. Unless we decide to diamond paint tomorrow. I think it was a great tribute to the, Star Wars and everything else that happened. But Mark Hamill did a video where he came out and was watching his reaction to his own appearance in Mandalorian, and he outright said during the presentation, Deep Violet, that the sequels are not canon. Deep Violet, number 81. My gosh, I mean, I am envious of you that you cross-stitched. You can see we did the nice purple. I think we all go through a time where we go through more ups than downs, Robin. I think we all need, I think we all get that. I think we all need time when we just are like, we'll just ever be gone. I never thought in a million years that would be, that I would go through a lockdown, in my lifetime. Bombings, hurricanes, blackouts, terrorist attack. Nine 11, a pandemic, a lockdown, not having work. So you think about all the things that have happened in the last 4 or 5 decades. And how much the world changed in those 4 or 5 decades. Well, Danielle, before you watch The Mandalorian, may I recommend that you watch Rebels on Disney Plus? Because there's some storylines that come up in The Mandalorian, and there are going to be some characters that are brought in from Rebels that you really, well, 1 or 2 main ones that you really should know about before you get to Mandalorian, because Rebels will fill in some details, but they say you should also watch Clone Wars. But not really. I didn't watch Clone Wars, nor do I have any interest in watching Clone Wars. But you really should watch Rebels first before you watch Mandalorian. I mean, you don't have to, but I watched Rebels while I was still watching Mandalorian season 2, only because there were certain gaps that in my knowledge base that I didn't know about certain characters, and then I really fell in love with Rebels. And see, nice juicy markers. This is how you can tell a page is nice and juicy. Yeah, you should watch that because that's an important thing to watch. Turquoise green light. I'm not a fan of Ohuhus. I had a little set of Ohuhus. I didn't like them because when I got them, they came most of the caps were already off and they were already leaking the Ohuhus. Juicy. Yes, Keely. Amazon, of course, gave me my money back and told me to keep them. But I wasn't crazy about Ohuhus. Trust me, I'd rather get Cali Arts for that price. But they've improved the design since I got them a long time ago. So now we have done rose windows. You never want to have that happen with a marker. See? And then we did rose windows. See? We even used some purpose. For those who didn't come in and missed the first part of this, this is what we colored from in the first part. We colored this one. This is the Whimsy Girls one. Miss May. We did this one. We did this one with Copic markers, touch mica, color gel pens, Pentel sparkle pops, and a Cali Art. I don't know. 2001. Who was president in 2001? So, yes, it was Bush. Thank you. Keely remembers that. So then we got this there. So that's what we did there. Someone wanted blue, another person wanted silver for her dress. So I said, why not make it blue and silver? So this is what we did today. So this was the very first thing we did today. And this was the second one with various colors. So I want to thank you guys for coming and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you all have enjoyed this stream. And hopefully I'll be back on. I don't know if I'm coming on it tomorrow or not. So we'll see what happens. Bye, everybody.